right, lovely. So we're gonna go ahead and get it in for my Thanksgiving series. All right, so what I'm gonna make for you is none other than my Thanksgiving vegan no turkey loaf. So stay tuned and I'll see you at the end of the taste test. So for this savory Thanksgiving dish, I'm using two main ingredients. First, I'm using my EatMeati classic cutlets right here. This is my meat protein serving as my chicken or my poultry. Next, I'm going to use 1 can of chickpeas. So to fill out my vegan turkey no loaf, I decided to use my EatMeati plant-based chicken cutlets and my chickpeas. Goodness, what is going on with me? All right, so prior when I made it before, I actually had some leftover silk press tofu, and so I have put that in there actually, a little tofu, chickpeas, just to make it, you know, to actually bind together with the plant-based chicken cutlets. And another time I actually use jackfruit. So if you're not crazy about the EatMeati mushroom protein classic chicken cutlets, which they're really good to me personally, and there's less ingredients as you all can see right here, not a whole lot of ingredients. I like it. Literally, it's mushroom roots, less than 2% of salt. I don't have my glasses yet, y'all. Natural flavor. I think this is acacia gum, oat fiber, and chickpea flour. That's it. That's all this is made out of, okay? And of course, it is animal free. It has protein in it for sure. And yeah, it's gluten free, soy free. I love it. All right. And then my chickpeas. But again, if you're not crazy about it, you can always do a substitute. You can use mushrooms for your loaf, jackfruit. You can do banana blossoms. You can do lentils. But the reason I actually picked the EatMeati is because for me, the chicken cutlets are less overpowering for the loaf that I'm going for, because I am going to marinate it a little bit to have that poultry flavor to take on as like my vegan no turkey loaf. So enough with the explanations. Let's continue. All right, lovelies. Next, I'm going to take my mushroom cutlets right here, the chicken cutlets. And as you can see, they're already wet. They have a little juice on them, which I actually like. I'm going to just break it up a little bit as I put it in the food processor, so it's easier to shred out the way I like it. Okay. And I'm personally making a smaller loaf because it's just my hubby and I. So depending on your family size or whomever you're cooking for will determine how many cutlets that you can actually use. I'm going to use a total of 4. And the reason why I'm doing a smaller loaf too is because this is my Thanksgiving series. So I'm going to be actually cooking several other dishes before Thanksgiving, y'all. So I'm trying to, you know, basically trying to minimize how much I'm, you know, going to have in our refrigerator for just Thanksgiving food. Okay. All right, so I know some people actually, you know, decide to make their own vegan turkey or vegan chicken by using, seitan, and where they're kneading the flour and water. I'm not there yet, y'all. I understand the concept. I'm just not there yet, but maybe one day. But for right now, we're doing EatMeati plant-based chicken cutlets and chickpeas for my loaf, okay? Next, I'm going to take my chickpeas, my 1 can of chickpeas, and I'm not taking the skin off of it. And as you can see, there's a little bit juice in here. I actually mildly drained it. I want my loaf to, in the center to actually have some moisture to it and not to be dry when it goes into the oven. So that is the reason that I wanted to mildly drain it and to make sure that it has enough flavor and it's moist. All right, so next I'm going to take my not chicken bouillon cubes. I'm only going to take 1, you all. Really trying to be careful with my sodium intake, but season accordingly to however you see fit. Everyone's body is differently. So I'm going to just simply break this up for a little flavor so I can have like that poultry flavor, if you will. And I know y'all can't see it because I'm not showing the aerial view, but it's coming together. Next, I'm going to use 1 capful of olive oil. I'm going to squirt a little bit of lemon to get the lemon juice inside of my mixture. If you have lemon juice, you can use that instead and just use like 1 capful, unless you want like a zesty loaf. And that's enough. All right, so now I'm going to shred. Let's see what we got. Okay, and so this is what I have as far as my mixture. I did add a little bit more olive oil so my mixture can move around, as I did shred first and then I pulse to chop. And it's thick enough for me to be able to bind out. Put it inside of my bowl now. Take everything out. Looks like tuna fish, y'all. It smells like poultry. And I think personally this is more than enough for hubby and I. I'm probably going to make it again the week of Thanksgiving. So just to be able to demo this out for you all, I think this is a nice size portion. And nice little meal to have for the weekend as well. Okay, there we go. All right, so because I have a nice flavor already to my EatMeati, I'm going to lightly season my mixture. I'm going to take me a little bit of onion powder and sprinkle, I would say just about literally a half or to a, let's just say 1 tablespoon, lightly sprinkling the onion powder. Next, I'm going to take some minced garlic. So I'm going to just actually put in about a tablespoon of minced garlic. All right. Now I'm going to actually take me some garlic powder, and I'm going to take about a half a tablespoon because garlic powder, as we already know, is pretty strong. There we go, that's enough. Followed by some black pepper. I'm going to take about a tablespoon of black pepper. Okay. Coriander, ground coriander. It has like a lemon citrusy scent to it. That's why I like to use it. As you can see, like the jar is almost gone because I can use this like forever and ever. So I got a tablespoon of that. And then I'm going to take, I have found some savory herb turkey rub by Simply Organic at Sprouts. Come on, light. Stay with me. All right, stay with me. Come on. This is what I deal with sometimes, y'all. I got to invest into some new lighting. But nonetheless, yeah, I'm going to actually, it's not even open, y'all. I had just bought it. Hold on. I'll be back. All right, y'all. All right. Oh, all right, y'all. Opened up the top. So it smells really good, aromatic. So there's a lot of fresh dry herbs in here. Dry herbs, from coriander to rosemary, oregano, fennel seed, everything that you may want to put in your, like a chicken or a turkey. So I'm gonna just actually put this in. I'm gonna do about maybe 3 tablespoons, y'all. I want it herby. Okay, there we go. That's good. That's good enough. Okay, now so I'm gonna actually use some all-purpose flour, and I'm gonna just simply sprinkle just a little because this is what I want to be able to do when I'm binding it out. So this is about 2 tablespoons of flour that I'm using, y'all. And I'll probably feel my way through. I might actually use a little bit more. In the meantime, I'm going to take some olive oil and I'm going to just simply drizzle about a tablespoon of olive oil in my mixture as well. Okay? Now the fun part. This is what I have. All right, so now it's time to build out my loaf using my, can you guess? All right, so if you guessed rice paper for my next ingredient, then you're right. I like rice paper. Everybody may not like it. It's a preference, but I like it. I want to use this for my binder. So, you know, it's pretty easy for me. So I'm going to just take my rice paper. I have some water here. I know you guys probably can't see it. You probably see it moving a little bit. And I'm going to submerge my rice paper into my water. I have cool water here. And I'm not going to leave it in too long because I don't want it to get too soft or too soggy because otherwise my loaf is going to rip. So I just want it soft enough so that I can actually bind it out. Now, a lot of you that followed my episode when I made my vegan oxtails may have noticed that I use rice paper. Again, it's a preference. There's more than one way, you know, for different cooking methods. So you got to use and do what's best for you. This is what's best for me. And it's actually pretty simplistic. All right, let's see. Almost. Just submerging it. enough so that I can wrap it. Let's see here. Okay, so I have it right here. This is enough. You don't see it, but I'm actually putting it on my baking sheet with parchment paper, and I sprayed a little bit of vegetable oil so that my parchment paper does not stick to a rice paper. So I'm going to show you that in a minute. Okay, so I'm just going to actually build it out. I have one piece here, and then I'm going to take another piece and I'm going to overlap it, and I'm going to actually double this. So I'm going to have a total of 4 pieces of rice paper towards the bottom of my loaf to be able to wrap it, make sure it's binded. And when it goes in the oven, I want it to be nice and crispy as well. So y'all stay tuned. So I know you all can't see it really, but as you can see, this is my rice paper. I doubled it, and like I said, underneath it, I sprayed my vegetable oil so it does not stick. So now I'm going to simply, this is the second episode that my stove just went off because I preheated my oven, y'all. So now I'm going to take my mixture here, my mixture. I'm going to put it in the center because I want to make sure that I can wrap it well enough so it doesn't actually rip. Now I would use my gloves for this, but I got caught up just using the rice paper. So again, I'm just cooking for hubby and I, and my hands are clean, you all. Okay. And I'm going to take another chunk. Gonna take this and pack it because we want to stuff it. It's gonna be like stuff. Okay. All right, lovely. So now I'm going to just simply gently mold my mixture in the center because I'm gonna actually stack it, and it's gonna be moderately stuffed. So this is where it's going to get interesting because I know you all going to be like, what are you doing, Nikki? Like, why are you putting that in there? Because, y'all, when it comes to cooking, you have to use your imagination, and you want to be able to use ingredients that you actually are fond of. So as you all can see, I have already binded my mixture together. Now I had some leftover broccoli florets right here. I'm going to just simply take these and put them in the center because literally this is one less thing in our refrigerator. I'm going to put it on top. Now, the last time I had made one of these loaves, I actually had stuffed it with some broccoli florets, and then I also had some carrots, some mini diced up carrots in it. And then I'm going to put a few other things in it, you all. So again, this is where you get creative in your own right to be able to put in what vegetables you personally like the best, okay? Whatever your preference is. And then if you don't want any veggies in the center, then don't put them in the center. Just simply continue out with just your mixture of the EatMeati mushroom protein as well as the chickpeas, okay? All right, so I think this is all I'm going to use. And now next, I'm going to stack up some leftover Brussels sprouts, shredded Brussels sprouts that we had, or I should say I had last night. So I had made me some shredded Brussels sprouts, and I'm going to probably eat some more later with this meal. But hey, why not make it fun and put it in the center of your loaf, right? All right. All right, so now that we have our blended broccoli florets as well as our Brussels sprouts, shredded Brussels sprouts, I'm going to actually take some of this microwavable Seeds of Change Organic 7 whole grains rice that I have here. Again, this is optional. You can use quinoa instead if you're not feeling the rice option. But I'm going to put this in here. I'm going to actually put it on top. Okay. And for those of you wondering, yes, I did microwave it because I wanted to soften down, even though it's going to go in the oven. The mixture is pretty much going to cook in the center, but I'm more or less focused on the outer shell of my loaf, which is the rice paper, okay? All right, so I'm going to put just a little bit more. I'm not going to overly stuff it. I know y'all like, okay, how much more you going to put in here? Just a little bit, y'all. Just a little bit more. Okay, 2 more ingredients before I actually start sealing out my loaf, y'all. I know y'all like, what are you doing? So I'm putting in my pecans I have here. So I actually use my rolling pin, and I just simply went ahead and rolled the corners because I wanted to crumble up my pecans. You can also use a food processor. So, you know, because it is Thanksgiving, I wanted to have that look and feel of like Thanksgiving food. So try not to have your pecans on the outer shells. Stuff them inside your loaf because you don't want the outer shells to rip the rice paper. So you want to make sure that you kind of press it into the loaf. And I'm actually going to put another thin layer actually of my mixture before we actually wrap this up. Using dried cranberries, y'all. And I've had so many of them I've been eating on. And I'm going to just put them inside on top like so. Okay, I'm gonna smash them in here. It's looking so good and it's colorful. Now again, if you don't do nuts because you have a nut allergy, pecans, walnuts, peanuts, whatever the case is, do not add nuts to your loaf. If you don't like cranberries, don't put them in there. Put in what you see fit, or again, just keep it basic, straight and to the point. Look at that, y'all. Look at that. It's beginning to look a lot like Thanksgiving. All right, so here's where I'm going to take a little bit more of my mixture, and I'm going to pile it on top so it can seal and close out the loaf, and just more or less seal in the mixture that we have in the center here, you all. Okay. Okay, I'm going to take another scoop, 2 scoops right there. And then if you wanted to seal it with the edges, I'm just taking a little bit more here and just seal the edges where you see any openings. This is so much fun, you all. And it's not really that hard to make, I don't think, personally. But yeah. There's a lot of flavor going in here. As you can see, this is why I did not overly season my chickpeas and my EatMeati mushroom protein. This is good. All right, now I'm going to take my rice paper and I'm going to wrap it. Okay, I'm going to wrap the outer ends first, and I'm going to actually put a few more pieces on top that I just want to show you all. So it actually came up easily because I put that vegetable oil. You see that? I'm sealing it. And you're going to want to just scoop and scrape everything into your mixture as much as possible. Okay. All right, lovely. So now that you can see I have my loaf, it's starting to look like a loaf. I'm going to gently lift up one side and just cuff it over, cuff the rice paper underneath. Okay, so the rice paper is actually serving as my skin for my vegan no turkey loaf. And I'm just going to simply gently cuff it. So I know you all didn't see me layer the top part, but all I did was, rather than underlap it, as you all saw at the bottom, I just overlapped it by taking 4 sheets of rice paper and softening them up and putting them on top. So that's what I did. That's it. Yeah, looks pretty good. All right, stay tuned. All right, can y'all guess what I'm about to do next? Can you? So I'm gonna actually take me a bowl right here. I'm gonna actually just take me 1 tablespoon, a healthy size, 1 tablespoon of vegan mayo, you all, okay? Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna simply just take my savory herb turkey rub. I'm gonna actually season it inside right here, and I'm gonna actually use this as my marinade for the top of my turkey, my vegan turkey loaf. This is not working for me, okay? I don't have time for all of this. So I'm gonna do that because I simply want to have a nice moist exterior shell, and vegan mayo has moisture in it. So So this is what I'm gonna do right here, you all. There we go. Okay. And last but not least, when my rice paper is browning and we want that nice brown, golden brown, you know, color, we want to actually add a little bit of smoked paprika for that color and the flavor. So I'm going to put that in here as well. Yeah, I'll just be generous because I like smoked paprika. I don't know about y'all. All right, so I have 3 ingredients here. I'm going to simply mix. And you know what? Yeah, this is my mixture right here. I'm just going to add a little bit lemon. I thought I had my lemon. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I'll be right back. I went ahead and took me a tablespoon of vegan butter and I went ahead and microwaved it. So I'm going to take this and pour it in my mixture. Okay. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of lemon juice and squirt it in. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and mix this. Y'all. And this is what I'm going to actually rub down my rice paper vegan no turkey loaf with. Now you can make any type of marinade that you want or whatever the case is. Ooh. Ooh. I like that. Okay. There we go. All right. So now I'm going to go ahead and brush down my vegan no turkey loaf, and then I'm going to make my vegan no turkey gravy. Okay. So I simply just fully marinated my loaf and then added me some savory turkey rub seasoning. All right, so I have my oven already preheated and set for 350 degrees, and I'm going to go ahead and put it in the oven for about 35 to 40 minutes. I wanted to kind of slow cook into the inside of the roast and then on the exterior to cook it so that it actually has a nice crispy exterior shell. Now here's the thing, once I actually determine that it's been cooked on the inside, I'm going to probably crank up the temperature to about 375 degrees to 400 to have that nice outer crisp. So stay tuned, y'all. So here's my loaf. I just wanted to check it out. This is at the 25-minute mark at 350 degrees. I'm going to put it in for another 15 minutes and it should be ready to go. All right, so I'm making my no vegan turkey gravy by simply adding some diced onions and fresh garlic into my skillet. Allow it to saute with some olive oil. I wanted to go ahead and saute my onions and garlic for about 7 minutes until it was nicely brown. Then once it's nicely brown and it gives a nice stir, I'm going to take my mixture and prepare to put it in my food processor as I'm building out my gravy. Okay, so now I'm going to simply take my sauteed onions and garlic and I'm going to put it inside of my food processor. You can simply build out your turkey gravy, vegan turkey gravy in a pot, but I'm on the road using my food processor, you all. It's really quick. Quick and easy to blend everything out and then to put it back in my skillet. Okay, so next I'm going to use my vegetable broth here. I'm going to simply pour it in about, let me see. I'm going to pour probably about half a cup. This container actually, the serving container is about a cup's full worth. I'm going to do half a cup, I mean. Yeah, that's about right. That's good. Okay, so next I'm going to go ahead and put in about 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. So 1 and 2. Okay, so now I'm going to take my tamari sauce and I'm going to put in 1 tablespoon of the tamari sauce. This recipe, the vegan gravy, vegan no turkey gravy, I've actually made this several times. You can use simply liquid aminos. You can use liquid aminos, but I actually wanted to use my tamari sauce because I ran out of liquid aminos. So you can always find a substitute. All right, this next ingredient is actually totally optional. I like it personally. This is my mellow white miso. So I'm going to actually use this. Miso soup. I used to eat a lot of miso soup when I lived in Japan. It was savory, flavorful, just really delicious. And so you can use this miso paste for making gravies as well as your soups. So I'm going to actually, this is what it looks like on the inside, and y'all can see that I've actually been using it. So I'm going to actually take out 1 tablespoon, a gentle tablespoon, and put that in here. It's totally optional. I'm just putting it in because I want that extra flavor. All right, and so then my husband actually went to Sprouts and got this delicious savory no chicken based vegan broth for me. As you can see, I've been using it too, you all. Like I said, sometimes, see if y'all can see it. Okay, yeah. Like I said, sometimes I'm not cooking for YouTube or my other social media platforms, but I'm still cooking in my kitchen, y'all, just because I'm ready to eat, you know? So I'm gonna actually take about half a tablespoon because this is very strong in the sense that it's full of like flavor, like poultry flavor. So I don't need that much. And again, now you all can see why I lightly season my loaf, because with the gravy, all of the seasonings are going to simply come together. I'm going to take like 1 capful of Bragg's apple cider vinegar. This is going to actually thin out the gravy a little bit. It's going to actually bring it out, thin it out, and give it more flavor. Where you go? Okay, it's on the floor. I'm gonna keep it moving. You're not gonna stop my show. All right. So then next, I'm gonna use some of my savory herb turkey rub, like I put in my loaf, and just simply sprinkle it in to my gravy here. And it's aromatic. It's already smelling like no vegan gravy, you all. Seriously. So it just depends on how much you want to use. I should have just opened the top. And this is what my blend looks like so far. I'm about to go ahead and puree it. I'm going to mix it. Let me go ahead and mix out my no vegan turkey gravy, y'all. Let's see what we got. Looks like gravy to me. I want to make sure that it is seasoned properly. Okay, look at my gravy, y'all. Okay, that is really good. No exaggeration. That's perfect. Perfect. Oh my gosh. All right, y'all. I'm about to put this on the skillet, let it actually warm up, and I got my turkey gravy, my no turkey gravy. Stay tuned. So now I'm simply pouring my gravy into the skillet with all that nice residue from the grilled onions as well as the garlic. I am going to allow it to simmer low, literally for about 5 to 7 minutes until it's nice and bubbly. I added me some fresh parsley and extra black pepper, and voila. We have finally arrived to the finish line. I'm simply building out my loaf with some dried cranberries, pecans, and fresh rosemary, you all. Voila. Beautiful people, guess what? I'm finished with my vegan no turkey loaf. Look at it, you guys. It's so pretty. I'm serving it on my former turkey dish plate. It's nice and brown and it's crispy, and you all can see that. You can see the crispiness at the bottom, like I mentioned to you. Using my rice paper. And then just for aesthetics, I just simply put in some leftover pecans that I had, as well as some dried cranberries, y'all. Now I know y'all saw that gravy, so I'm about to make it do what it do. And then the rosemary is just so fresh, it's organic. It just actually gives a nice little, you know, touch to my vegan no turkey loaf. Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of it, you guys. I've made this like several times already. All right, let's get to it. I mean, and then one more thing. Look very closely how the rice paper looks like your skin from like your poultry, whether it's like a chicken or turkey. So proud of that. All right, y'all stay tuned. I'm about to go ahead and get the gravy next. Lovelies. Okay, so y'all saw my vegan no turkey loaf. Y'all saw how it was, you know, how the whole thing looked and came together, right? So I cut me 2 slices. Look on the inside. Do y'all see my stuff? Vegan no turkey loaf. As you can see the EatMeati Plant-based chicken mixed with the chickpeas, and then the veggies I put in, the broccoli, the Brussels sprouts, the shaved Brussels sprouts, you all, and then the brown rice. Look at that. That looks amazing. And then we have some dried cranberries, walnuts, little stem of rosemary for aesthetics, and then, y'all, the best part for me, the rice paper. Who said you can't use rice paper when cooking? Okay, the rice paper, look at that. You know, it's not soggy. Y'all hear that? There's a nice little crispiness to it. Let me go ahead and try this as is without the gravy. Y'all know that I made the turkey gravy too. So, oh my gosh, it's like mini Thanksgiving in my house. I'm so proud of this. Here we go, y'all. Let me get the crispy part and put this in the forefront for y'all, so y'all can see what time it is. Here we go. Okay. Man, this looks like some type of poultry. This is like sorcery, y'all. This is like sorcery. Look at this. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Did y'all hear that crispiness? This tastes like poultry. A no vegan turkey loaf. This is so good. It's exactly how I envision it. It's seasoned to perfection. Not overpowering in the least bit. So freaking good. Now I'm going to cut this again. And this time I'm going to put the gravy on it. But I can seriously eat this by itself. Look at that. Wait a minute. Doesn't this look like skin, y'all? Look at that. Rice paper. Get y'all some if y'all don't have any. Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and pour the gravy because I'm about to smash all this. I'm just gonna smash it. I'm about to tell y'all that right now. I'm not gonna play with this. I'm not about to be prim and proper with it. I'm about to smash this. I'm probably gonna smash some more when I get off the camera with y'all. All right, y'all. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Now this gravy, this is the type of gravy that y'all can actually drink. Like, no exaggeration. This gravy, I've made it a few times. This vegan, no turkey gravy came out delicious. I couldn't find my turkey gravy cup or whatever. But here we go. Look at that. Look at that. What? Ooh. Ooh. What? Y'all see that? Here, let me do it again. Oh. Y'all see that gravy? Yes, baby. Yes, baby. Here I go. Here I go. Here I go. All right, y'all. Let's get it in. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I'm eating vegan, no turkey. Hello? I don't know if I'm making dressing. I saw y'all responses in the votes. Y'all stay tuned to my channel. This gravy is a winner. I can confidently tell you that this is going to be a hit in your household if you make this vegan, no turkey gravy. Y'all hear that crispiness? I'm done. This is the bomb. I feel like I'm eating dressing on top of turkey, but I'm not. I can't stop eating this. That means I gotta stop recording. All right, lovelies. If you have enjoyed this episode of Nikki's Savory Vegan Eats, my vegan no turkey loaf, please be sure to engage with me. Like, make a comment, subscribe, share this video, you all. Let me know if you decide to make the vegan no turkey loaf and or the vegan gravy. Oh my gosh. Like, seriously. Don't believe me? Just make it for yourself. Stay tuned for my next video regarding Nikki's Thanksgiving series. I'll talk to you lovely people later. Take care. Bye.